Alright, before we start the show, I have a personal message for J.J. Abrams. Yo, man, you got any more of those Star Wars teasers? Ain't something get me by? Any more of those Star Wars teasers? Just a little one, just a little peek? Just something? Anything? Come on, man. Come on, just give me one teaser. Come on, man. This one's free. Thank you for joining me on my first show. I hope you enjoy it. Basically, what it comes down to is this: I've always wanted to be a talk show host ever since I can remember, even when I was a kid. My parents worked late, and so I'd watch Johnny Carson, David Letterman. I always thought, what a cool gig to just talk to interesting people and to entertain people. So that's what I'm hoping to do here right now, just to entertain you for like 15, 20 minutes, get on with your day. So, anyway, I hope you like the show. Let me know, burrmartinmedia@gmail.com. Hey, you can even be a guest if you want. Alright, hey, speaking of guests, I'd like to introduce my celebrity cue card holder. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him from such movies as Ted and the upcoming Ted 2. Ladies and gentlemen, Ted. Give me a wave, Ted. Alright, thank you, Ted. Alright, if you'd like to be a guest cue card holder, go ahead and let me know at burrmartinmedia@gmail.com. Alright, so here's the deal. Last week I screwed up and I got into a fight with my wife. And basically it wasn't great, because I was working on information that wasn't 100% accurate. And so I might have told her that she wasn't really pulling her weight around with house chores, and instead she had hurt her back. So I've come up with this. And this will help me out and keep tabs on me. Basically, ladies, here's the deal. If you want to win an argument, tell your man you know what you did. That will win an argument with a man every time, because if you say, you were a jerk to me last Tuesday, we can work with that. Because we know we were thinking, okay, what did we do last Tuesday? But if you say you know what you did, ladies, we got closets filled with boxes of stuff, and we're just trying to figure out which one you cracked open. Alright? So, ladies, if you want to win a fight, go ahead and just say, you know what you did. Alright. So hopefully you enjoy the show. I've got a lot of things. I've got some Flashback, what I call hero news, and I'm also going to ruin 13 Sins for you. It's a movie that you're probably not going to watch on Netflix anyway. So we'll be right back with Flashback right after this. Hey, welcome to Flashback. This is where I try and catch you up on all the shows that are nerd-worthy, so you can go back to Netflix and marathon Daredevil a few more times. Alright, in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Skye has an awkward dinner date with her new old parents. Coulson tries to rescue her with the help of Deathlock and Hydra Ward, but things go wrong, and now Coulson is in the hands of Pointy Shield, and Ward is in the hands of Round Shield. In Flash, Caitlin continues to be the stick-in-the-mud mom, denying everything the gang tells her about JD's brother from Scrubs, and the Flash gang also finds a body at the accident site that Wells crashed. In IZombie, Liv eats the brains of a guy who plays a World of Warcraft clone, but it hurts her chances of dating black-haired zombie. Meanwhile, blonde-haired zombie almost kills Detective Clyde in his brains deli, but a call from Liv saves him just in time. In Arrow, Raj stabs Thea just enough to kill her but not kill her, so the whole gang has to take her to the Lazarus Pit, because we saw that coming. Felicity did what America did, and leaves Brandon Routh like a hot rock, and also makes love to Ollie later on. This features one of the only times she stopped wearing a tight skirt because it ended up on the floor. Also, Ollie stays in the city of Panda Bear to become racist number 2. In Gotham, Michelle Pfeiffer clone continues to hang out with Bat Kid. And riddle me this, what happens when you bruise up the sexy librarian records keeper that Edward Nygma likes? You get stabbed! Also, meanwhile, Barbara Gordon, let's run down the list, stops leaving Jim, stops having an affair, stops being a bisexual affair, and starts to date a serial killer, the Ogre. Yeah, we get it, Barbara. You need attention. Alright, that was Flashback, and I hope I caught you up with all the shows you missed. Alright, that was about it for that. And I will be right back with ruining 13 Sins for you right after this. Alright, I'm going to ruin it for you. 13 Sins. And this is dedicated to the Green Lantern writers. You know what you did. Alright, 13 Sins starts out with this really fancy party, and this old guy gets up. Everything's fine for a while, but then he starts telling some raunchy jokes. You know, like when you've spent some time with your parents and you start to really know them. So, after a little while, he starts cutting off his fingers. Drama! So the cops come in, knowing what good PR cops have nowadays, shoot him for being old and a little weird. So we cut to our main guy, Elliot. Elliot lives with his girlfriend, he lives with his elderly dad, and his handicapped, special needs brother. So you've got a girl, old and handicapped. It's the next cast for the Star Trek series coming up. So Elliot's sitting in his car one day, and the phone rings. Says, you know what, you know that fly in your car? If you kill it, I'll give you money. In the weirdest radio contest ever. Elliot's like, sure, poop. Looks at his phone, money's in his bank. Phone rings again. You know what, I'll give you $1,000 if you eat it. Now, the Smales kid in Caddyshack ate a booger for free. This guy drives all the way home for $1,000 thinking about, should I eat a fly? You know what, $1,000, cover me in honey, put dead flies on me, I'll run naked through a park and eat the flies afterward. Alright, so Elliot decides, yeah, I'm going to head and eat the fly. He eats the fly, his phone rings. Guy says, you know what, we got a contest going. $2 million if you just keep doing things that I tell you to do. Sure, alright, because Elliot's never been in a frat house. Alright, so the next few tricks are, it makes a kid cry, he destroys a nativity scene created by some blind people, then he has to have coffee, Weekend at Bernie style, with a dead guy. So anyway, we find out Ron Perlman's in this movie. So, it could go either way. And he doesn't have a disfigurement on his face, so you're thinking, it's probably not going to be that good. So our contestant later on leaves his library card at the crime scene where the dead guy is. His library card. Yeah, he left it near his VCR and his Walkman. Anyway, the voice tells him, you know what, I want to make the charges go away, but you gotta do some things that we tell you to do, and you can't stop, because it's a big contest. $2 million is on the line. Alright, so Elliot says, yeah, sure, whatever. At this point, why not? I got an hour to kill. He takes a bus to the middle of nowhere. It makes the Bates Motel look like Grand Central Station. So he walks in, and he sees one of his middle school bullies. They used to pick on him all the time. Voice calls up, says, you know what? You just see a middle school bully tied to a table? Yeah. Hot nurse comes in. You're thinking this movie might get better. No, she gives him a chainsaw. Says, you know what? Cut the guy's arm off, and I'll give you $10,000. $10,000 to chop a bully's arm off. You know what? Give me $500, 2 chainsaws, and I'm going to town. I got a few people on my list, I'm just saying. Alright, so then the bully starts screaming, chop my arm off! Chop my arm off! Elliot's like, 10 grand. So, puts on a welder's mask and goes to town. Alright, so now later on, Elliot, cleaned up, goes to where his fiancée is, and it's a big party because they're trying to get married. And, voice calls up again, says, you know what, I need you to destroy 75% of this place, and I need you to urinate on 20% of it. Basically do a Charlie Sheen. Alright, so just as he's trying to get the whole thing going, the police show up and arrest his special needs brother. Apparently, special needs brother was showing his wee-wee at a playground in his own little special game. So, Elliot gets arrested, and the stepbrother gets away. He creates some kind of weird havoc that I don't want to tell you and ruin it for you. So, Elliot gets taken away. Voice calls up again. He says, you know what? We'll make all the charges go away, but you still got to do some stuff that we're telling you to do. Elliot's like, I'm screwed at this point, and my fiancé probably hates me. Yeah, let's do it. So, he starts to find out later on, though, other people are playing the game, and he's not the only one. There's other people out there, and he's got to win. If he doesn't win, the charges are not dropped. Alright, so Ron Perlman, he's a detective. He finds this one woman, and it was this wife who found out that they killed a dog and she ate it. And she ended up not winning. Either she was crazy and didn't win, or she was Vietnamese. Anyway, so we're seeing people killing all over all of a sudden. There's people running down the road killing. There's people throwing wires across, killing motorcyclists. It's like the Purge light. Alright, so Perlman, he's looking through these photos again, and he even sees pictures of Kennedy. That's right, someone killed Kennedy because of a B-movie plot. Alright, so Elliot sees another player, and he chases him into the retirement home of his dad. Surprisingly, what a coincidence! What a twist! So he walks in, and he sees his special needs brother and his dad. And they're sitting there, and he finds out that the special needs brother has been playing the game. That's right, his special needs brother's also a contestant. Uh-oh. This is the darkest episode of Frasier ever. So then they start to find out that the dad killed their mom because he was playing the game. It's Family Feud, Killing Spree edition. So, I don't think the dad got a whole lot of money for killing the mom because he lives in squalor. But he's going to kill both kids because he doesn't want any winners. You know, like when they give trophies to all kids for participating. This trophy is death. But a fight ensues, and Elliot shoots his special needs brother. Winner! No! Special needs brother stabs Elliot! Tiebreaker! But then the dad dies, and finally special needs brother dies. Elliot walks out, because gun beats knife every time. Walks out and sees Ron Perlman getting rid of evidence. Perlman's in on it! That's right, everyone is in on it except you watching this movie. So the kid says, you know what, I can't do this anymore, and shoots Perlman. Now his phone rings. Hey, you know what, man? You lost because you just killed the ref. That's right, the ref was getting rid of all the charges. Ta-da! So, Elliot calls up his wife. He's bloody. He's tired. He says, boy, have I had a day. And she goes, so have I. Someone called me up and said, you know what? I'll give you money if you kill a fly. And I'll give you more money if you eat it. And Elliot freaks out and says, did you eat it? And she goes, no, I didn't eat it. So now we find out that Elliot's fiancée is useless and she's not going to start pulling her weight in this relationship. All right. I hope I ruined 13 Sins for you. No, really, that was the ending. In movie news, 4 trailers came out the last week and a half or so. Star Wars showed us a metal hand Luke and a gray-haired Han Solo. Fantastic Four showed us that Reed Richards is not old enough to drink. Jurassic Park showed us anybody will follow Chris Pratt, even raptors. And Batman vs. Superman showed us that the Christopher Reeve movies are indeed dead and buried. There was also a small teaser for Star Wars Rogue One, and I hope you liked it because many Bothans died to bring you that trailer. Doesn't matter though. Avengers opens up on Friday, and that's where all your money's going. I had an interview with Scarlett Johansson, but lawyers say the restraining order hasn't expired yet. So, also in Marvel news, Iceman is the newest gay character to be dragged out of the closet from a comic publisher for ratings. And let's see, that makes it, 2 months since the last character being drug out to be gay. Also, IDW, we know about Donatello. Just do it now. Alright, that was movie news. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be right back for a wrap-up. Alright, really quick, I still believe in heroes. Our hero of the week is Chris Pratt. Why? Where was Chris Pratt during the MTV Movie Awards? Was he out drinking? Was he out getting a movie award? No, I'm sorry. He was at the Haines City, Florida Ironman Triathlon. Oh, and did I mention he was also joining a Navy SEAL? Yeah, they were there to spread awareness for brain-injured soldiers and also to raise some money. So this is just after he visited 2 kids' hospitals as Star-Lord. So, Chris Pratt, you're our hero of the week, and we will follow your lead, Star-Lord. Alright, that's it for me. Thank you for joining me on this show. I hope I can continue the energy and to keep it going because I don't have the mental capacity. Don't forget, Lilac City Comic-Con is coming up. I will be the host of the costume contest. You can find out more about Lilac City Comic-Con. Just go to lilaccitycomiccon.com, or you can find them on Facebook. Also, if you'd like to be a guest on this show, or let me know about the show if you liked it, whatever, burrmartinmedia@gmail.com. Go ahead and let me know. Let me know if you like the show or not, and I will continue to do it. I will try not to take up too much of your life. All right. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.